What's up? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, bon matin, bienvenue, bienvenue. Comment ça va de votre côté? The intro, you didn't saw that yet? Micah, I didn't show you that? I thought you saw it before. No way, bro. And you not buy lunch. Yeah, like I said, if your lunch is tomorrow. Bon matin, Pat, comment vas-tu? Je te dis tout de suite, j'espère que tu es à l'aise un peu en anglais. Ça parle beaucoup anglais ici, j'ai beaucoup de viewers anglais. Man, the intro is really sick. I'm really proud of it. Like, I already had an intro done a few years ago for, like, I did myself when I was planning to do a YouTube channel, and I just reuse the concept of it and like added a lot of new footage in there. So perfect, Pat. That's perfect. So yeah, so basically I added a lot of new footage in that with the sick drift and everything. Pat, if you saw the intro, you will have recognized the Lake X, which was the place we were drifting during winter. And like, yeah, so basically the intro is really cool. I spent a bit too much time on it, like maybe 2 full days, 10 hours per days on it, which is a bit too much, but there was like maybe 2 or 3 like variant of it. So yep, 2 or 3 version. Good morning, Val. Good morning. The Datsun is now not as beautiful as yesterday. It's okay, boy. It's okay. All right. Man, this morning it's gonna be honestly, I've played Tarkov way too late this night. Like, I think I went to bed at 1 a.m. So this morning I'm a bit tired. I don't know why. That's weird. But like, yeah, so almost ready to paint the 311. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, okay, you put a cam on it? That's cool. Oh yeah, baby, the hype. We love the hype. So today, yeah, we're going to start, and NPV want me to have the engine out by lunch. I think he's talking about the lunch break on Friday. I'm pretty sure, but like, yeah, it has to be. So basically, we will be starting today. I'm gonna be removing the accessories around the engine just to make it easier to take it from 11th of July, which is yeah, 2024. I think he's talking about. Yeah. That makes sense now. That makes sense now. Good job, NPV. Forgot the year, you mofo. Let's go. So yeah, so basically we will be removing, like draining all the coolant, engine oil, of course. Maybe the transmission this morning we will see. I'm planning on just like pouring the fluid out of the car, like most of it, and then we will be removing the radiator, removing the carb because I'm thinking about trying it on my camera, like I said yesterday. So basically, we will be starting from there and see what we need during our way to getting that engine out. So yep, we will see, we will see. I'm not too worried about that because they are quite easy to like tear apart and like bring outside of a car. So yeah. So let's start that this morning. I did a few things yesterday night. Right after the stream, I cleaned every parts that I said I will do, that I will bring to the shed during lunchtime, and I didn't do. So everything is there. And after that, I fixed, hopefully, because it's not tested yet. But this was the thing I was talking about, like the reservoir for the oil and draining oil. There's a big funnel going on top of there, and basically it was leaking from 2 set of wheels. So I just did some gasket maker in it. So basically I just sealed it just like you seal an oil pan. So it should be good, right? It dried to like for the entire night, so we should be good with that. So let's put that there. I'm gonna make some space here. Like that. We don't need you. We don't need you too. And I'm gonna bring the funnel. Oh, I did some stupid things. It's alright, no one saw that. So let's bring that here. And if I'm able to push it back in there. Come on. There you go. There you go. Cool. So this way, when the car will be up, we will be able to drain everything. So let's bring the car up now. How to start a good day, just use your hoist. Anthony, July 11th. The energy should kick in quite soon. Il roule-tu ce char-là? Honestly, Alex, if I was putting a battery in it, well, I will say no. I will say no, because I just saw that there's a few things missing that would make it hard to start. So no, it's officially not working. Hey, good morning, Raminta. Oh my God. How are you this morning? Hey, thank you for the Instagram post yesterday. That was so kind of you. That was so kind. I saw that right after the stream in the morning and it was just so cool. Let's go, and then back on the safety lock. Let's go. Cool. So cool. We will be doing some coolant. Hey! And you know the rule, if you're trying to pour all the coolant to drain it all in that funnel, well, you're gonna spill it everywhere. That's a rule. You can't have all the coolant like right where you want it. You're gonna have to make a mess at some point, that's for sure. That's a rule when you're... wanna see a JDM in Lithuania? Wait, whoa, so many things. Okay, I wanna share... big love for that. We did an interview for the French TV, Derek Otto, and they let go the series. Wanna see a JDM in Lithuania in French? What? That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, I have something about the French language too. Yesterday night I was playing with people on Tarkov, and we encountered another guy who was like, I just speak French, and like all my teammates in the squad just said, Ento, that's a job for you. And I was like, oh, I know the French. And I was like, bonjour, comment vas-tu? Veux-tu être notre ami? And they were like, oh, let's go. Yeah, I was the translator in the squad. That was so freaking great. Like, just the perfect timing for having me in that squad. That was so cool. I'm gonna drop it in whip because I'm so excited. Yeah, sure. And make sure drop it in the Discord too in general, just so I have a place, because when I'm gonna close the stream, there won't be the chat anymore, of course. So yeah, drop it in the Discord too. Honestly, share it, man. It's super cool. Let's go. No, NPV, we didn't. We scav extracted with him because it was a PMC and we had another friendly scav, and Hawkfan was about to kill that scav because he had a bad scav rep. Did he? No, that was another player who got killed. Well, that raid was so messy. It was the craziest raid. So, yep, I just like talk a little bit about Tarkov and we lost 3 viewers. So, time to go back at cars. But yeah. Canal Plus, oh man, like Raminta, Canal Plus is like something I know. It's funny that you share a link about this, but was the interview in French? That's crazy. Like, you said you were not speaking French, right? Or did they just like went around, no, it was English? Okay. And was that some French dude from France who were really hard to understand in English? Shot fired. Because I'm a French Canadian, so you're dumb. You have your own dub. That's all good. But very hardly, that was for sure. Oh, I recognize my French people there. All right, so this we're going to remove the coolant from here. I'm gonna bring the other cam over here. I need to take care to not hit my head on these. If I do, it's gonna be so freaking painful. Let's try to get a nice view over here. Did I fix what? Did I fix what in PV? Everything? The car? The car is basically ready in PV. We're done. Nothing. If only. If only. I'm kind of super hyped for the day I'm gonna be using that car for the first time. But at the same time, the project, like liquid catcher. Yeah. That's what I said a bit just previously. Basically, the liquid catcher. Love that name. I didn't know it was called this way. Is it written on it? Portable upright oil drain. That's the real name. And like, yeah, basically yesterday, right after the stream, I removed the two, like it was two sets of wheel that were the problem. Like you can clearly see oil coming out of the screw hole. And like I just did the classic car guy fix. I added some gasket maker in it. I just cleaned it and pour some gasket maker and put it back together. Multitasking for I didn't hear. It's all good, man. I understand that. It's already awesome that you're here. And like this TFG is streaming too. Whew, so many things to listen to. But like, yeah, so basically I just did put some gasket maker and let it dry for the night. And hopefully it's fixed, but basically I just did exactly the same procedure that you do for sealing an oil pan, so it should be good. It should be really good, and we will see it right away with the coolant, so no freaking big deal. All right, where do I access that thing there? Am I too high and it should have been right under there? Might have been easier from here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm gonna be okay. Or I'm just going to disconnect that one. Yep, I think this is what's going to happen. And I'm gonna grab the power tool because I don't want to spend like 1,000 hours doing that. Coolant mess in 1 minute. Right. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. What the hell? There's no coolant in there. Well, there's no connection in there. There was just, oh, I think it was to keep it away from that. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna try to get access to the other one. No, I won't do it right. Fuck. Nope, I don't want to do that there. Okay, I need to find another access to that one. They put the color in a weird way over there. Might have to bring the car down a little bit now, just to have access from the top. So, let's do it. There. One. Man, there was such a heavy rain this night. There's water on the ground, like the door, the garage door is not really sealed properly, and that pissed me off because I like changed all the rubbers and everything, and like it's not properly sealed even though it wasn't already before. So we're not going to hit that Omega Lift chair, don't worry. There you go. And from here, yep, I'm gonna have access to that with a screwdriver. I also, just say the truth, Datsun did a P because it's outside. if only, but that's okay. It's all going well. It's okay. Oh, if you have any good tricks for repairing rusty panels, we have some rust in the fender structural part here. So basically, I think just some sheet metal will do the work because yeah, it's structural, but like it's not the entire thing. It's really specific spot. So I feel like almost did it again. But yeah, any rust in the rust repair tricks, I'm gonna be willing to hear it. There's gonna be my friend also who's a body shop worker that will give me some tip too, I guess. Like we're gonna need to weld and rust repair a few parts, but that was for sure. Probably still way less than your Civic, Ramita. Ramita, it was like that Civic. I'm still impressed on how you managed to save that car. All right, okay, we can bring it back up because now the color is loose. I can show you, just wait a second, I will show you. It's not too bad. Like, it's really, really not too bad. This side is worse, but they are rusted in the same spot, of course. And like, it's really some small repair. That's gonna be probably more of a patching job than an entire, like redoing the entire thing. Good. Ugh, almost killed myself. All right, so let me just, where did I put the mouse? On top there, I think, right? No, it's not there anymore. Over there. It's all good, I knew it. I knew it. Cool, let me show you. Bam, 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 bam. This. And I'm gonna just put the mouse over here so I'm not going to lose it again. So basically the rust is looking a bit like this. So it's like all the part here itself, I'm gonna have to do a patch that's coming a bit over here. But like this is super solid. This is solid too, just the joint over there. And here, that's not super great. I don't know if we see it properly. Like in here, there's a hole, and same thing here. Like it's really where it was welded and like bent and everything. Like that makes sense. There was some repair done here. That's not like crazy good, but like it's not bad at all. But yeah, all this part here is quite good, and we have minimal rust. A bit in here, but mostly there and there. So we can sit properly. So we have a bit of rust in there. That's not too bad, honestly. This part here I'm not worried about. And we are probably going to plug most of the hole in there. Like just trying to make it as clean as possible. So yep. Oh, a little wheel shot. Oh, that wheel. Oh, so beautiful. I don't know if Canada gonna have it. I can offer the chemical that helps with rust where it's not whole. Oh yeah, okay. Is that the rust converter you're talking about? I just want to make that triangle you talk about. Yep, and I think I already have it, by the way. That too I was talking about. I have like a super thick wall. Yep. Ugh, almost killed my light. But if you want to see it, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the material for the reinforcement tube. Basically, it's a really thick wall tube, so it's not too big in diameter, but super heavy compared to most of the thing you can find on the market. And like, I think it's almost 1/8 the thick wall like thickness. Yeah, is basically like 1/8 or a quarter. Yeah, more 1/8. Yeah, that's 1/8. So it's quite heavy. It's some steel, and like it should do the job perfectly to reinforce that part there. So I have two part of that tube, so I have plenty of it. So that's gonna be cool. This stuff, epoxy converter primer. Yeah, that's oh, okay. Feels like I can have it here because there's a delivery date and I'm on the Canadian Amazon website, so it should be good. So this is what you're putting over rust where it's not like going through. Nice. So if there's no hole, you can just put that in. So basically here where it's not rusted through the entire thing, I could just patch where there's a hole, cut it, weld it, and then put some converter through on it. Okay, okay, so I send it as much as possible about it on fresh. Or put it on fresh weld, put 2 coats. Nice, never mind the electric rust gun is 32K. Yeah, oh, were you talking about the laser one, Micah? Because if so, I know a guy. If we find something we need to restore like properly, I know a guy who have one, and he's gonna be my neighbor soon. Yeah, the laser beam. I know a guy who got one, and he's gonna be my neighbor soon. He's so hyped because now I have a hoist, and he's like, that's cool. And the guy is running a 2018 Corvette Z06. So that, like the guy has some money, so I'm not impressed that he has that kind of technology. But like, yeah, so he's like, but he doesn't have a hoist. Trying to pick how it looks like. Nice, cool. I'm hyped because yeah, that will be so good. All right, time to pour the coolant. And it's so satisfying to look at this kind of technology work. Boom, there we go. And let's pour that coolant down. I put my screwdriver over here. Man, I'm just losing my tools already this morning. God damn it, I'm gonna need a strong coffee after that. All right. Ready for a mess? Oh my God, that's gonna be such a mess. We are on the edge. Catch it all. Oh, it's so not good in there. It's supposed to be green, not brown. I feel like there was a head gasket, not really happy in there. I wouldn't be surprised that there is some oil to that. It's all good. Hey, not too bad. Few drops on the ground, but really not too bad. Take some air. Take some air. There we go. Oh, picture. Picture. Yum. That was a strong coffee. Wait, what? So the panel is new, right? The panel is new, and you put that's where it's like the seams. You put it on the seams, and it's like covering it. Yeah, that makes sense. That's epoxy, like that's a chemical. Cool. That's really cool. I'm gonna take note. Did you put it on the Discord? I think so. I see a one on my Discord logo. So just put it in there. I'm gonna have a backup. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, oh, the cam is just hiding the spot, but oh, that's really not that bad. This is really not too bad. Thank you so much, Raminta. Honestly, like, I'm so glad you're here. Like, you found that channel and everything, because I think on some part of it, you're gonna be like a really useful resource, like just helping me with a few tips here and there. Because honestly, I don't know all those stuff. Like, I never done some proper rust repair. I did some on my Camaro. You don't want to look at it. It was for a winter drift car, a beater, so it was just like, I'm gonna learn to weld on that car. And I did the entire floor pan. It's not too bad, but it's not great. It's not sealed properly and everything. So, and if you really want to save it from rust, I will try to find a primer to use. There's the, what is it called yet? Get the car leader. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get that a bit later. like for now it's good because we're gonna spill a lot of things. Yeah, it's well, it's an epoxy primer, but it's not that one. There's here we have the 2K. That's pretty good. That's really, really good, in fact. And you can have it both for painting with a gun or in a cane. That you just push the epoxy like break the epoxy from the underside, like the catalyst under the cane, and like you have 24 hours to use it. But the can, man, my English this morning. Yeah, so basically you have this. Also, what is it? There's a thing that was used. Oh, I need to. It's Por 15. Por 15 is supposed to be some really good stuff to protect from rust. So once you're done, you're just applying it and it's sealing your metal. So Por 15, and it's paintable. This is the crazy part about it. You can do the entire floor of your car inside and outside and everything. And Por 15 is something really good here. So yes, I recommend epoxy primer and then the normal acrylic primer on top. Yep, and then any kind of paint to seal. Yeah, exactly. But I did primer, Gravitex, and paint. Yep. Here, right now, the floor, we might have to remove some stuff on that because basically I didn't prime it with an epoxy primer back then, and it's sealed with gravel guard, and gravel guard is basically just a rubber, like kind of a rubber spray that you're just applying there. The only thing is that officially it's not sealing, so it's not protecting well the floor pan on the car. So this is something I want to change later on, but yeah, you know, one thing at a time. So we will probably be like removing some material from the floor pan and like just making it better. Yes, so we call that Gravitex. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Gravel Guard, Gravitex, sounds like the same. So yeah, so basically I just I didn't know I had to put something under there. Okay, first of all, the oil pan is super oily, but that I already knew that. But I just saw something I wouldn't have think of, like something being possible. I feel like they basically put a screw in there with just a piece of rubber to make like an O-ring or something, and like it's right next to the oil drain. So let's take a look at this. Can you see this? I'm gonna full screen it, but that's I like that just tell you how I didn't look at it more properly. I feel like there's one bolt that is not supposed to be in that oil pan, right? You have the drain at the bottom, but what is the one on the side? Like really? And that's like the square shape under it looks like a rubber part, like just a rubber piece to seal it. Yeah, all right. Yeah, the Gravitex, exactly. We have that too here. That's super cool. We have it in white, tan, and black, of course. Something feels wrong. All right, so we're going to, I'm gonna go with that one, and we're gonna drain the oil from the engine while the rest of the coolant is dripping on the ground. Because this is what we are doing here. Watch out. No! Ho, 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 ho. Close call. Cam almost fell to the ground. That's not too bad. There we go. And I feel like that's a really, really big one. 3/4. Maybe clean a bit with brake cleaner to be more confident. Wow, honestly, it's just like this engine is just going out, so I don't even have time to use some brake cleaner on it. I don't care at all. We're just removing every freaking thing in there. I'm gonna bring 2 other keys. Was that some 7-8 drain plug on these cars? If so, that's super big. And yes, it was. It's so not strong. That's crazy. But it's so well cooked in there. Oh. I wouldn't be surprised that the oil is still in good condition. No, never mind. Never mind. I didn't say anything. Well, it's not too bad, honestly. It's dark, but it's not too bad. There we go. There's a lot of oil in there. I'm gonna put a bit of towels on the ground just to try to absorb a bit of the Preston leaking in. Don't want to put yet the litter because it's just going to be hard if I trying to roll on it. Pump, 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 pump. Now we can say it's a wild animal peeing on the ground. And do I have the wrench? Yep, I have the wrench to come here and remove the oil filter. And it's not coming out, of course. So I'm gonna grab taming. Just like in Ark Survival, I'm taming that thing. Well, that was not the taming I was talking about yesterday, though. More talking about taming the power, not taming the fact that he's peeing on the ground. Bad behavior, bad behavior. Even if you hate your car, always use a proper oil filter. Good idea, cheap insurance. And I definitely think there's some coolant in there. There we go. Boom. No more oil in that engine. Well freaking done. You love that game? We played last Friday night, but it's probably super late for you when we play it. But yeah, basically my girlfriend just redeemed because in the channel right now, I need to deactivate that because I want to change, since I'm streaming a lot more, I want to change the amount of channel point you need for that. But she redeemed me to play that game because we played basically like I did 300 hours a few years ago, and she just redeemed it, so I had to play 12 more hours. So, and now she showed me how broken the channel point were since I'm streaming more. So yeah. I'm not gaming in summer. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. We are some really good gamer here, so yep. I decided to stream during the day and like to basically game at night because I really enjoy gaming. Well, that's why I'm on Twitch at first. Like, you know, everybody's doing some game, playing video game in here, but I decided to go on a different way now. All right, so you're still going down. There's the transmission oil that we could remove. Maybe we will just start by this. Oh, that was a close call. All right, gonna let it there and take the screwdriver and remove the cooling line from the transmission. This one has the car, it's a 307 V8 with automatic 4-speed 200 R4 transmission. And like, it's really not doing great, but you know, that's why we are replacing it. There was some oil on me. All right, we're going to cut that out. I'm gonna be using so many towels this morning, playing in the oil, little oil. There we go. And I need a cutter. Oh, did I put it in there? No, I don't think so. I think it's still up inside the engine bay. But who cares? I have another one. There we go. And there we go. Boom. So right now what I'm doing is just removing those. I'm gonna take care not to bring the camera right under the coolant. So right now I'm just removing the oil line for the cooler that's built in the radiator. So I'm just removing this, unconnecting that in fact, and maybe we will drain the oil from the oil pan. Thing is, with that one you cannot just drain easily because there's no oil plug on that one. So either we go through the struggle of removing the oil pan of the transmission, or we just like drill through it. I'm not decided yet, because maybe I will try to put it on marketplace for like a week, and if no one comes, well, fuck it. But like, yeah, since I'm gonna put it on marketplace, might as well keep it in a proper shape. Just in case it could be used for someone looking for spares, because there's still car out there like that have the original engine and everything. So why not? Even though they are not great engine, someone might want to use that. And someone repaired that line here with just a bit of rubber hose and a lot of clamp, which is working. Honestly, it's not that bad, but yeah. Oh, I'm gonna grab a pick. That's good. Living outside in the summer, that's a good thing. Like, just taking the time to go outside and everything. I have to say, like, I'm not going outside that much. Like, recently, well, fact and true and not true at the same time. Like this, it's more on the weekend. On the weekend, I'm always moving here and there. Like this weekend, I'm gonna have two races. I'm gonna be racing 2 days in a row. One at more than 2 hours from my home, and the other on Sunday it's gonna be an hour and a half from my home. So that's gonna be a huge weekend this weekend. So I will be on the road quite a lot, driving the BMW. So that will be fun. Oh man, it's like that. I'm gonna cut that hose. Don't care. I don't care. I don't have a proper tool for cutting hose. I will need to. I would just take the cutter. Whoa! Almost killed you again. Not going well with that webcam this morning. Boom, boom. There you go. All right, let's grab the cutter knife and cut through that. It's gonna be way easier. Is that okay? Yep. Boom. Got it. Playing with oil and everything. Transmission oil is not the best kind of oil to play with. And if you have a leak of transmission fluid, you should really look into it, because this is super flammable, so it's really not great to keep that as is. Like engine oil, fair, but the transmission oil with the exhaust like getting close to it, not that great. All right. So with that done, engine oil is empty for sure. Just going to put the plug back just so it doesn't drip all over the place for nothing. This we will have to disconnect that flange over there. Might just cut it, because this exhaust is going to the bin for sure. After that, this man, the guy who did like the swap for that V8 didn't know at all how to weld or anything. Like, look at this, the design of the transmission mount is good. Like, you have it's a steel sheet bent for the exhaust to pass through with everything, but look at this. The welds are so awful. Like, I should never trust that, because basically the way it's designed is super strong, but you don't have anything else in there because the welds are just really bad. So that's really not great at all. Okido. Next step, what are we doing? I feel like I might just bring the car down for now and remove radiator, carburetor, and start disconnecting stuff on top. Popcorn welds, sag. Yep, really sag. I'm not doing that kind of welds. Like, sometimes when I didn't figure the right setup for the welder, but like I can see it and I'm just fixing it. But yeah, it happens sometimes, but I'm not like just going through like saying, oh, that's gonna be good enough. Good enough is not for us. All right, I'm gonna put it back on front just so I'm not moving the cam too much with you in there. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Let's bring the chair at the front. Let's remove this one there. Transmission oil is pretty much done. And we will see if it's leaking again, that thing. But for now, oh, there you go. Cool. Let's bring the car down again. Boom. And then boom. There we go. Cool. So this way we will have access to a lot of things, and we will be working on here to remove the radiator. It should be pretty straightforward now. There we go. There we go. Boom. So if we're going back to this, yeah. So we're just going to turn it around a little bit, like this. Yup, that's good. Cool, so basically we're going to remove the entire like accessories, well, not the entire accessories thing here. We're just going to remove the hose and basically remove the carburetor. Like I already said, I'm probably going to reuse that. And yeah, so basically this here can just go because that is not useful anymore, and it's probably going to be replaced or fitted somewhere else. I'm thinking about maybe trying to put it in here, depending on how the new radiator will be built. But yeah, so maybe it's just going to come somewhere around here, or I will buy another one to just fit in that hole there with the light and everything. So, or maybe at the top here, we will see. But yeah, so this one is going for now. Just going to put it with the fan over here. And otherwise, yeah, let's just do it. Up, I lost my tool again. Classic. This, I'm not going to remove that one. This one. This one. And this one there. Come on. I need an extension, of course. The last one needs an extension. Because why not? Oh, by the way, I added some social link in description. Like I think the YouTube channel and the Instagram, if anyone wants to follow that. And I've started to edit the first short for YouTube and TikTok about like the exhaust we did last week. So yep, that's gonna be a thing. We will see if that helps. To get some new people in here, some new folks. We will see at that point. All right, this is not the greatest thing, by the way. Try not to do that. Like, it was working, but a piece of rubber inside. Yeah, Ramita. I did that 2 weeks ago. Like that's basically a big part of my job, my normal job, not the Twitch thing. That's just a hobby. But like doing some this kind of editing and visual effect and everything. Like I'm working in cinema usually, so which is funny because basically I'm the only guy in there. Like usually in a company, I'm the only guy talking about cars because everybody else don't give a hell damn about that. This is not good too. Benti, smashy little pipe. They are straight into the garbage. You! Yeah, I'm really happy about that intro, honestly. I'm really like happy that people loves it too. That's so great because you're looking at it and like I was like, hey girlfriend, can you take a look at it and tell me if it's just crap or like, because when you're looking for way too long to something like this, at some point you're like liquid poop. That's just like having a kid. Surprise poop time. Poopy. And that's too big, of course, because that's gonna be a 16 mil to fit with, I don't know which one of the American standard. That's not 3/4, I think. Hello darkness, my old friend. Tell me about looking at this long enough that it starts to suck. I mean, oh, you're a designer? Well, yeah, you exactly know what I'm talking about. I'm in visual effect in cinema, mostly in animation production. My last project was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse with Lady Old in the chat right now. We worked together on at Sony Imagework, and damn, looking too much at something, it hurts your brain. Your judgment is like all over the place. right, that one is unplugged. Let's get to that one. So basically, this is something a bit special. The side of it is receiving some transmission oil, just to the transmission fluid, just to cool it down. So it's basically a transmission cooler built in a radiator, and this is something super common on production car. But this is something we won't be doing on the car from now on. Like, we will have a proper radiator just to care about the coolant, and we're gonna have some oil coolers. Well, at first I think it's gonna be just an engine oil cooler, and after that it's gonna be like maybe a transmission cooler if needed, but apparently they are not really needed with what we're about to do. It looks so cool now, man. I don't want to see that thing anymore. Yeah, like, show it to me again in like a year or two, and maybe I will find it cool. Maybe. Maybe. It's always the same thing. All right, every time I'm turning the key now, there's some fluid coming out. Do I have the other one? Yep. I'm gonna put the small oil drain reservoir under there. It's funny because I have difficulties to say reservoir, or I don't know how you say it properly in English, just because it's also a French word. So I'm trying to say it in an English way, but at the same time getting a bit of French in there. Oil everywhere. Come on, little thing. And it's at this moment the mic just fell into the oil. I will be so sad. Wrenching. Okay, I think I get it now. Yep. All right. And there's oil coming out of it. Towel time. Boink. All right. Now I feel like we're going to be in a good place to go back to that full view there, and we're going to remove that radiator now that it is empty, until we lift it in the air and spin it and like tilt it, and it's going to spill everywhere. Trust me, it's going to happen, that's for sure. 10 mil for sure. Other side, is that the 10 mil here? No, 11 maybe. 10 here. All right. And at the bottom, it should be only clamped in there. It shouldn't be a solid mount, but we will see, because we are never like far away from a surprise. This, and you should. It's a messy day. It's gonna be a messy day today. Best days depends. I prefer to weld stuff than getting all messy, but depends. Sometimes it's cool. You have to go there anyway. Like I said yesterday, at some point you need to go for backward just to go way faster forward. Like, if you're not doing some stuff like this, you cannot do anything. Basically, you have to like destroy things to make them better after that. It's a thing. You cannot build on crappy stuff. I'm looking for the 10 mil is there. That is there. A screwdriver. What's going on? I'm surprised you don't put cardboard on the floor to protect your beautiful garage. Oh, that's the floor who triggered that flow. That was so good. The floor, because the FLO is in there. That's very good. I love that. But Basically, I'm not putting cardboard box because the floor is super dusty at the moment. I don't care. It's not there's no epoxy on it, and I'm gonna put some later tonight to just absorb everything. But cardboard box will just make it will just make the chair unusable, will just make things like everything will be in the way, and I could slip on it and kill myself on stream. But yeah, so the epoxy is going to come like way further, maybe this fall or maybe more next spring, and I have to like remove everything on the ground at the moment and sand it a little bit through the entire floor, and like after that put the epoxy on there. So it's not going to happen just quite yet. I'm not ready for that. There was already that was already a month and a half just doing everything in there, and I'm just not ready to put another big mount like yeah, I'm not ready to put another month doing another like big project in here. But the epoxy is going to look freaking badass. Like imagine a light gray, super even all over the floor, super easy to clean, to remove dust. Of course you're spinning. What was I thinking? Of course you will be spinning. There was no way you wouldn't, right? This, and are you? No, that's not big enough. And where's my 11mm wrench key? Gonna use that one there. There you go. There we go. And honestly, you see on that bottom screen there how small the radiator is. I'm gonna put it in full screen just to tell you all about this. Yeah, basically you see where this is the cooling part of the radiator. The new one will be at least as thick as this plastic part here, but maybe even a little bit thicker all the way through. So we're going to bring way more cooling capacity into that radiator, the next one. And also we're going to try to optimize the front area too. I was looking at it yesterday night while moving the parts to the shed, and there's a big chance we will have to cut a bit of metal in the front here just because we will have some intercooler pipe for the turbo to bring in here. But basically that cooling surface, this is not doing anything. Like this is just plastic on the side. This is where you're getting your coolant cooled, and we will try to buy one that will optimize the entire thing here, depending on the frame rail and stuff like that on the side, of course. But ideally we will be like optimizing everything, so that should be super cool. This we will have to remove that. Will be cool and will be super efficient just to make sure we are not overheating our engine. Like, you know, brand new engine that will be sad to overheat it. And that's one thing. It's one of the main problem when building a V8 for power, you having cooling issue. Like you're always overheating everywhere just because you have a bit too much power, and the engine is not designed to be in here, so it can get really hot in there because basically the cooling, the airflow going through the engine bay is made for that straight line, that inline 6-cylinder, and not for like 8-cylinder like we are putting in there. So that can be a bit messy. So that's all the things we will have to get some data from when we will be testing the car for the first few times on the road. And if at this point I have enough money to build that IRL backpack, well, honestly, there's a lot of chance that you will come with me for the first few test drive of the car. Like there will probably be enough stream test drive, but after that, after the first like test drive, proper test drive, just to make sure like the engine is not exploding on the side of the road, well, there's a lot of chance I will bring you with me just to give it some kilometers to before taking it to the dyno. That would be so cool. So cool. We will see in the future. And yep, this is not just like I was thinking. It's not just rubber mounted in there, which is not great. Should have been. And it's spinning too. Yay! All right, I need to reach that part there, and I don't know what it's gonna take. Probably this and a 10 mil. Are you a 10 mil? Because that looks like it has been replaced quite a few times. All right. How long will it take to remove that radiator with that 2 last bolt? Are you 10 mils on this side then? No, you're not. 11. Probably. Not sure. One thing I'm amazed about is like you see how what I'm doing is like that's not super fast. Like I'm not the best at it, of course, but like I'm not super quick doing it. There's a lot of stuff going on, and like you have guys like Mighty Car Mods and other people on YouTube like putting out a video every week. Like that's super crazy when you think about it. Like you have to take the time to work on your car and everything, and like they are just putting videos after videos after videos. I feel like it's maybe a 12mm because it's not looking to grab anything. Like yeah, I'm just amazed on how quick these guys. Well, it's been 15 years now they are doing that, you will say, but like anyway, it's incredible to do so many project car at the same time. Like thinking about everything, planning everything. Like I'm just trying to plan my parts to come home in a way that it will be efficient for streaming, and it's super hard. All right, this is spinning. 11mm maybe. Trying it back again. Spinning, I think. So 10mm. Where's the 10? I had 10mm with me there. Yep, 10 is okay. All right, we heard the good sound of a bolt, of a nut hitting the floor, which is good. That means it is free to go now. And we will be doing the same over here. That's not the first time I'm removing that radiator. If I remember correctly, I already did it once when I just had the car 10 years ago. So that's a bit crazy to be removing it again so long after the first time. Wait, what? Why is there some rubber part in there that I wasn't aware of? Ah, that was probably in the radiator support. Yeah, that will make sense. Like just the bolt at the top, just spacing it. That's weird. Honestly, if you ask me, I would kind of like to like I said yesterday, maybe I will cut the top here, maybe not. But at the same time, I think it would be cool to make a little shape in here, just so the radiator and the intercooler will be tilted towards the front a little bit. That would be so great. Like it's really a JDM thing, but like, oh my god, would be great. Seeing a lot of these set up like on different RX-7 and all the MR2 and stuff like that, and it's so cool. Like right now it's on the opposite way of what I would like to, but basically if I show you, one thing I think will be great is like tilting. Oh, I just heard a lot of water. Like just tilting it a bit like this, so you're giving yourself a lot more space in here, and like that will be really awesome. But with the hood, the way it's opening, it's really hard to mock up something that will work properly. All right, so we're about to do a mess for sure, so I'm gonna bring that here and look at this go. Are you seeing it on the cam? No, you are. Oh, it's so disgusting. All right, you have to see it even better with. Okay, stay there. It's so bad. Oh my god, that cooling system is so rusty inside. Holy crap, that's bad. Okay, I feel like this is going to be a good one. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Oh yeah, that little part falling at the right moment. All right, you ready? All right, for 1,000 sub, I'm tasting it. 1,000 sub, I'm tasting it. I'm ready to die for 1,000 sub. I'm gonna keep. I'm leaving you like a minute or two. I'm just gonna keep a bit in there, and I'm tasting it straight from the radiator. Looks like a good cup of tea. Hot chocolate. All right, no 1,000 sub. Let's finish this. Oh my god, it's so bad. Ugh. Oh, wow. And I wonder why that car was so crappy. Wow. All right, let's put that in the scrap metal part of the garage. There you go, with the catalytic converter from the VRZ. There, where you belong. Whew, that was not looking great. Hey, we're getting some space in there. Did you see that? Damn. Damn. Let's get that space, baby. Almost ready to go through the engine bay. Wow. Woohoo. That's super cool, honestly. I'm happy with that. All right, carburetor now, because this one might be worth a little bit, like not that much, but just like, it's not a bad one. It has been rebuilt and basically not run at all, which doesn't make it brand new because the gaskets are still like, in the end the gaskets are just drying and everything, but like so far so good. So we're gonna try to take that out of the car. This one is probably 17, I think. Might be wrong, but AN fitting usually. Yeah, that one is bigger. It's that one, right? Yep, those ones are 17, but these ones are 19, I think. Which is, no, that's smaller. All right, that's a good thing I've done this morning. I basically put everything back in the toolbox. So the most British thing I've seen today. That's fair, that's fair. And NPV, I know you're like on the Europe side of the world, but are you British? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. Are you, basically my question is, are you saying a bottle of water, like with a non-understandable manner, like a bottle of water? That's 1 inch. That one I remember perfectly because it's doing this all the time. This is 1 inch and I have to grab this if I want to split those two. Yep. There we go. Pretty sure NPV is British. Right, even those AN fitting, we won't be reusing them. The braided hose line, though, we might be reusing part of it. I feel like the new fuel system will be a single -8 line coming to the front of the car, splitting into two -6 line to go through the fuel rail and going back to the fuel pressure regulator that I would like to mount just behind here under the hood latch, so that would be great. Like looking good, easy to see if there's enough fuel pressure in it. I have to set the fuel pressure at 60 pounds and I'm gonna be also running the Aeromotive A1000. So they are some super good stuff for a turbo LS because they have the turbo vacuum reference and everything. Smelling like fuel. And that does smell good. All right, so this, going to retighten that a little bit. And then 4 bolts and this thing is almost out. Well, we will remove the cable, throttle cable and stuff like that, but yeah, shouldn't be too long to remove that part. Time for water. Micah and PV, now you are one of the 9. There's officially 9 viewers at the moment. One of the 9. You are. That's an inside. Yeah! And PV got it right away. That's an inside joke because we are, well, I met NPV and Micah from another channel, like playing Tarkov with them and, well, not with MPV, but like just lurking and chatting in that channel. And basically, it's a thing there, like it's a streamer, that friendly guy. He has like usually around 150 to 200 viewers. And he's always saying in game like, hey, come on my chat, you will be one of the 9, and there's the emote for that. Yeah, NPV, you're British, right? This, and I'm gonna need that extension over there for that one. I am, yes, okay, so he's saying about basically this way. Forgetting like half of the letters in every word, that's all. Fun fact, where I'm from in Quebec, basically, we have the same reputation of not speaking French properly. So just like you don't have the reputation not speaking English properly. So that's funny. Well, I think that's funny. Maybe you're not laughing at the moment, right? Right. Oh, that O-ring is toast. Now I'm from the north, I speak English properly. Nice, good to know. Do you mean TFG is from the south, so he's not speaking English properly? Is that what you mean? It feels like it. Right, maybe I'm gonna bring that camera over here and show you a bit more about the carbies. Are you used to carbies, Raminta? I'm not like an expert in them, but like I started to learn a lot about them when troubleshooting my Camaro, so that's pretty cool. always learning. Should have a category in Twitch called Just Learning. That will be us, because we will just be learning all new stuff in here. So for those who doesn't know a lot about carbies, they are supposed to be the simplest thing in the world, which they are at some point. Well, until like they are super simple for the old folks, like your old grandpa saying, your new car, they are too complicated. Back in the days, you could do everything with a screwdriver, which is basically true. The what? The carbies, the carburetor. Yep, so basically, they are something quite easy to understand, and the grandfather saying you can do you can do everything with like a screwdriver is basically true, because you have your idle screw right here that is just a screw with a spring pushing on that lever to bring fuel, a bit more fuel or not, and basically at the front you have two screws to adjust the mixture. However, this is not something the computer is doing compared to what we will be putting on the Datsun. So yeah, had the Civic with a carb, nice. And like basically, this is like really something. This one is quite big, probably way bigger than what you had on your Civic. But yeah, so basically you can adjust the fuel mixture at the front. However, like I was saying, it's not controlled by a computer. So that means it's not adjusting depending on the weather outside. So this carb here won't act the same in summer compared to winter. If it's raining and it's 0 degrees outside compared to if it's super sunny and like 30 degrees. So there's a lot of things going on with them. So basically with my Camaro in winter, I'm always bringing a screwdriver. Like I have a like a multi-tool in the car, and all the screwdrivers I need to just readjust that if needed while drifting and stuff, because sometimes I started the morning, it was perfectly fine, and during the day it was running a bit too high on the revs at idle, so I'm readjusting that on the spot and just continuing drifting. And yeah, so they are simple. Like I said, few screws to just toggle there, here and there, and like it's done. But however, they are not super reliable. Like you will often have quite a few problems with them. Like the car not running properly is like a classic thing. This one is running super good, and that's why I'm gonna try it on the Camaro, because the one on the Camaro is really shitty. And I tried to readjust it like many times and never ended up with something like I was okay with. So am I able to disconnect this? This is coming here in that little thing. Oh, there's a clamp, right? Yep, there's a clamp. I'm gonna grab it. So yeah, that's one of the reasons also why I'm going with fuel injection, because with the tech we have today, it's so much easier to like have everything, have a computer controlling everything and know exactly what's wrong with your car if something's wrong with your car. So it's gonna talk to you if you're listening to it, and that's what's cool about them. This. Oh, I know that this might be a checker valve to make sure the vacuum are not going in the wrong way. So maybe we will in fact keep more than I thought on that part, just to make sure I have everything on the Camaro, because this is going to the brake booster. So this is something we will have to redo with the new engine. But like I'm more keen to like go and start from scratch than just keeping everything in here. I think here or there, this is like a check valve to make sure the vacuum is not going in the wrong way, and this is something we will need to take care about in the new engine, because with a turbocharger there's a chance it's getting pressure instead of vacuum inside there, so it's super important to run a proper check valve. Yep, this is a check valve, so we might keep that for later. In fact, this can stay there with the brake booster that we might change. Not sure exactly yet which route I'm going with this, but we will see. And this is going to go there. Do we have something holding us here? Yep, the throttle cable, which is not too bad. And we will be removing this. I had a screwdriver at some point. That's over there on the bench, of course. So this, and yeah, basically one thing with carbies is that they are just, like, the way they are working is basically just with some air pressure in them, like vacuum or pressure, but mostly vacuum, so it's activating and deactivating different things. But yeah, they are quite easy to work on, so that's super cool. Going to remove that spring, that's super messy. What the fuck's going on in here? Leave it this way for now. Right, going to just put back this here just so I'm not losing that clamp. This is the, what is that? I don't even know. This. There's something at the bottom there I want to remove. I'm gonna have to take a look. Other than that, vacuum line on the back here. Might have to just cut it out. I have to take a look on the other side. Oh, and one vacuum line here too. All right. So this, I'll try to already. Yep. Like that. One there. This one here is going, oh yeah, going to the distributor. And then this one's the choke. That's good. Oh, that's a vacuum choke. Oh, that's different from what I have on the Camaro. Might just convert it to an electric one, but so far for now, we're going to just give it a try to remove it properly. That's 13, of course. I'm gonna need 13. This 13 mil. There you go. There you go. This side, everything's okay. I'm gonna have to remove you, Mr. Throttle Cable, so I can make that thing go on there. And even the throttle cable, we will look for it later on during the build, because this is a big part of what we have to plan properly, because they have something a bit special on this car that is like some sort of a lever right in here where the throttle cable is coming in, and they are super weird to work on, so to get the proper amount of levering on it, so it's pulling the entire throttle plate open. So yep, this is something we will have to look at. All right, this, and let's see if we can make, I'm just going to put that here. We can disconnect that little link here. I don't know how it is done, so I'm gonna have to test it. Try to see how is it. Okay, got it, easy. GG, well played. Boom, carby's out. Oh, it's full of fuel because we started it yesterday. Going to put it on the side here so it's gonna just evaporate. Boom. And with its gasket, which I will probably call a new one, but yeah, you know, just making sure we're not missing anything. Cool, so basically here we have the intake plenum. that's going right inside the engine. So this one's super weird shaped, because usually it will be evenly you will see the flow of these bridge going through the cylinder, but this Oldsmobile engine is super weird. I don't know if you can see it properly. I will bring the cam just to make sure. Oh my god, cable this. Okay, whee, jumping in. So what I was saying, now drink it. Blech. No 1,000 sub, no drink. Well, water only. So basically, yeah, this is a bit weird the way it's designed on this Oldsmobile, because usually they will basically have the car be on top here, and you will see four little, how would you call that? Maybe like air tunnel going through to each cylinder on each side. And right now, as you see, it's basically two on each end of the, like on each side, and it's basically because they are sharing parts. Like you have these and they are just going up and down, under and over each other, and they are kind of sharing a port to feed the air and fuel in there, and that's super weird and really not efficient. Do I need to remember that engine from factory is a big 140 to 150 horsepower, which is super lame for a V8 that's drinking way too much fuel. Like the fuel economy is terrible on them, and it's not even making power. So that's super bad. That's why it's a poo-poo caca, and we are going to throw it in the bin. So I throw it on the ground. All right, I'm gonna get the MC8 because it was too perfect. They will recognize Lonely Island stuff in there. All right, so. Hey, how are you, Hawk? Good morning. You know what, Hawk? You know what? All right, I'm gonna put the full main cam. It's still not working. I didn't try it, honestly. All right, Hawk, I'm watching you. This morning, I opened my computer to like, oh, I'm gonna drink my little coffee in front of a TFG stream, and Discord popped open, and there was that freaking ice cream sandwich right there in my face. It still looked really good this morning, but I know it's not on this planet anymore. Rest in peace, little ice cream sandwich. But like, it's the first freaking thing I saw on my computer. Like honestly, at midnight last night, I was so hungry, it was terrible. It was super terrible, but I didn't eat anything, and I'm proud of myself on that, because that would have been awful. Like, it would have been disgusting, the thing I would have eaten at that moment. Alrighty, we're getting somewhere. Breakfast. Yep, yeah, no, basically this morning I haven't ate, no, I didn't eat anything so far, so it's gonna be like, once I'm done with the stream, I'm not really taking anything in the morning when I'm waking up, except coffee. Coffee is like the best thing in the world. Oh, coffee, I want some coffee. I should probably buy a coffee machine just to put in here, just in case I need an emergency one. At the ice cream sandwich. And fun fact, we were at the store yesterday night, but like before I came for playing some Tarkov. So if I had that discussion just before, I could have bought some, but I didn't think about it, and now I'm mad about my past self. So that's kind of funny. The Saggery. Stop talking about food. Honestly, Raminta, that was crazy. Yesterday night, they were talking about all the specialty. The first thing they talked about was nachos. Like, come on. I'm already part of that discussion if we're talking about nachos. All right, we're going to remove this. I'm going to remove the other side, just making some space, because we will have to reach those engine mounts that are super bad. Honestly, someone told me in the past that the welds on that to make that engine fit in there was super bad, and that he says Well, it's not going anywhere for now, but I wouldn't trust that long term and never fix that. Extra cheese. I was telling them, Lady All, that basically we had some nachos over here with the special squishy cheese, salty cheese they put in the poutine over here. But like they are putting some of these in the nachos, and it's so freaking good because this kind of cheese they don't have them in the US or anywhere in the world because we are so cool. All right. Changing subject. Oh, look at this oily, crappy engine. Bleh, I'm not hungry anymore because it's so disgusting. Bleh. Is that okay? I'm doing well. Never talk about it. He made us all drool. Yeah, and after that you send me a. We're supposed to stop talking about the food, but you know you send me a picture about freaking mac and cheese. Now I want a mac and cheese. This, like for lunchtime. I want a mac and cheese. Oh my god. Everybody's so hungry right now. And all that because of my stream. Let's go. That's a win. That's a proper win. Oh, shoot. Nothing happened under there. It's a bloodbath. And I think you were seeing it on stream, like right under the car. It's a bloodbath. Transmission fluid that started leaking. Waiting for a car gang to finish work, then gather to go eat. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. I need to take time on Friday to prepare the car for the race of this weekend. So can't wait for that. I'm going back, hey Lady Ol, I'm going back to Sana this weekend. But this is the special event I was talking to you. Like I need a co-driver because compared to the proper autocross I'm doing, this one is like an autocross parkour with like less cone in it, and basically you have to do multiple lap, and each lap is different, and you have a co-pilot giving you instruction on what you need to do. So there's 6 different runs during the day, and each run is different from one to the other, and like you need the co-pilot to guide you. So it's a bit a mix of autocross and rally, so that's gonna be super cool. On Thursday night we are going to prepare the notes for that with the co-pilot, and after that we are going to send it on Saturday, and on Sunday I'm in Montmagny Speedway for another autocross event, so that's gonna be a huge weekend. Well, in fact, the co-pilot will need to talk because I need the instruction, but I hope it's gonna be like just the basic things I need. The mindset will be super different for that. That's gonna be awesome. All right, so this is the ground. We will have to remove that. This is what is this? This is a sensor over here. Gonna have to remove that. Is that an tie wrap? Nope. Okay, this and this going like this. Boom. All right. Removing everything we don't need. Boom, boom, boom. All right, that's done. After that, what do we need to remove? It's probably going to be under the car for the engine mount. But before disconnecting the engine mount, do we need something else in here to be removed? Everything looks like, I mean, I can already remove that or this. Maybe just this will do the job. I can be your co-pilot. Can we record it so it's another Samir meme? Samir, you need to listen to me. You're breaking the car. Samir, listen to me. This is so perfect. And please, I don't want to break my BMW just yet. I have a road trip planned at the end of the month that I need to attend for sure. So that's not the one I need to loosen up. That's the one. So yep. Please don't. I don't want to break my car. This. And we're gonna be removing that tape, holding the wires together. And there we go. So the main ground is disconnected. So that's a cool thing. Boom. All right. So next step. Front is good. We might be able to just pry over there. We're gonna have to disconnect everything related to that transmission over here. So that's for sure. I'm gonna have to. Are we trying to pull the engine and transmission out at the same time or not? I feel like we will save so much time doing so. Or we will lose all the time doing so, because it might be too hard to like pull everything out. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. This. We have the exhaust system to disconnect. Yeah, no, it's gonna be easier to just split the transmission and split engine and transmission apart and like just remove one at a time, I think. Right, we're going to raise the car. We don't have a lot of thing left connected to the engine right now, except everything that is probably still connected and I didn't see, because this is how engine removal works. You are basically just looking at something and you're going like, oh, that's all good now. Everything's disconnected, and then you just happen to be testing the tensile resistance of a cable or a wire. Classic. Engine removal, step 1, disconnect everything. Step 2, figure out what you forgot to disconnect. That's engine removal in a nutshell. Right, we have a wire coming here, so I was saying that everything was disconnected. Well, it is not true. Like all these wires, it's gonna be such a mess to like figure out where they are going, what are they supposed to do, and like, man, it's not going to be fun. When we will be cleaning that stuff, might just as well put a tape on it and say it was a front sensor. I think that's the water temperature sensor, so yep, we will just tape them together and add a mark just to make sure we know. Future self will thank us. Oh hey, did you clip me going through the extract door last night at all? I got asked to send BSG report, I didn't know. No, I didn't clip because I wasn't streaming at all. Oh, that's true, but that's super easy to reproduce, right? Like we can really reproduce that really easily, like just go through power and like have someone pop that open and just speed run that. That will be a thing. But yeah, because it's super bad. I can't believe like they don't know that yet, since it's an extract everybody except me is using. I'm not using it because I'm not a Chad. Even though I saved the life of someone yesterday, I was super proud of myself. Not gonna lie, I was like, that was a well played encounter there. So we said water temp. Water. I could have write it like a British. Water temp. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Done. All right, anything else? Come on, bring it on. This, basically a loose wire with no connector on it. Cool. Well done. Yep, here we will have everything of the alternator to remove. You were really badass last night. No, not at this point. Not at this point. Just trying to do something, not like letting everyone carry my ass. Like, it still amazes me when you're just all running, like, oh, there's a gunfight over there, and you're just running towards it, and I'm like, what, maybe we can go around it? I don't know. And you're like, let's go! And I'm like, oh, okay, pew, pew, pew. Oh, okay, I did something. I'm basically that guy in RPG and all those kind of stuff where, like, you are starting and hitting 75% of the damage on the guy, and I'm just giving that little final tap, and I'm like, yeah, kill someone. Give me that XP. There's a connector under there. And fun fact, I realized that alternator, I might keep it because I feel like it's the same one as my Camaro. Like, basically the connector is under here when it's supposed to be on top. So that means this one was bring over here and not supposed to be mounted this way. So might fit on the Camaro. Free parts. And I think on the Camaro it's starting to have some difficulties, so yep, that's gonna be a good one. Oh, sorry, I touched the cam. All right, this tie wrap, even more tie wrap on the ground. All right, other wires. No. Here we have the hose of something. Oh, that was one thing I was forgetting about. Power steering fluid. So we basically have the power steering running down there, and we need to remove that and drain the fluid from the reservoir. So we will do that. So note for in 5 minutes when I'm gonna be lifting the car, drain that power steering fluid. On this side, what's left? Nothing there, nothing there. The dipstick there is going to be okay. There's a wire running down here. I don't know what this is. Oh, this is that thing here we disconnected. It's a module going to the transmission. So we might have to remove that entirely. Damn, good thing I look at it. All right, how is it working now? Okay, just with a plier, we might be able to push that out of the bracket. This bracket is super cool. Like, it's a kit when I send the car for one summer into a special place, it's a kit they added to the car to make it, like, at first the conversion was not done properly and the throttle cable was just opening half of the potential of the carburetor. So basically full throttle on the car was like was basically like asking 50% of the throttle on the carburetor. So that was really bad. You had no power at all. And even though they already don't have any power, but it was worse than that. So now everything was fixed for that. But yeah, I'm not using any of these now, so who cares? This, oh, right in the bin. Well done. This. Might remove all these wires because they're just in the way in the end. This. Man, don't want to fight against that. Feel like it's supposed to be super simple, but oh yeah, it's there. Come on, split open. Is it? It's supposed to be right there. boy. Alright, got it. Easy. First try. This. This one can stay there. In fact, I'm just going to put the wires like this, so now they are not in the way anymore. This. Alright, dipstick here. It should be fine. Alright. So, draining or disconnecting first. So we're gonna drain and see from the bottom if there is anything we are missing. Maybe I will take my tools to the ground because it's gonna be hard to reach after that. So might as well, hey, before I'm like down. This. All the tools. Hey, bon matin papa, comment ça va? Bon matin mon putain. That's my father in the chat. Jean Vipen is my father. Say hello to the father. Yep, it's going pretty well this morning, honestly. It's super cool. We are basically removing all the accessories. Whoop, and like, yeah, so we will be trying to pull the engine out maybe today. That will be a great news, if you ask me. Oh, and I'm gonna pour even more oil. It's good. It's basically the line when I added that air into the system that pushed all the fluid from the radiator to the back there. That's why there wasn't that much leaking. It went all on the floor. Ready to the bloodbath? 40 minutes left to do it by lunch. Yeah, but you said the lunch of next year. Oh, almost did something wrong. Almost threw that stand on the ground. All right, don't need anything else. Tools in here. Let's go. You're changing the rules, NPV. That's not fair. Look under the car, there's like a bloodbath there. I'm gonna remove the recipient so you will see it, but yeah. Classic engine removal, cannot go as planned all the time. You have to do a mess under the car. Oh, I just saw something really funny. There's basically two pieces of hose that are not connected to anything. Boom, and releasing on the safety, because we are doing OSHA safe things. There you go. And it's leaking, little pee-pee on the ground. I'm heading soon to the gym. I'm expecting the Datsun ready when I'm back. Well, Val and MPV are pretty much super intense on their planning, right? Like, damn, I'm taking my time, making sure I'm producing like a lot of content. You know, you have to tease your content and then like, don't rush it because you need that content for a long time. Like, I could be done if I was not Define ready, starting with the new engine, I think. That's what she means. All right, like this. Yeah, so if you want to see the bloodbath. Looks like I just killed someone. Oh, it's super reflective for you. Wait a second, I'm gonna show it to you. This way. Looks like I killed someone on the ground there. I killed the Datsun. I'm sorry, poor baby. Go. Yeah, it's perfect. Like it's full. This I haven't tested the BMW yet, but this and the BRZ I was working on last week, we can both raise them full length of the hoist, so that's super cool. Just don't forget the BRZ hood open if someone is saying that in the chat. No, that's not tea. The coolant was tea. This is blood. This is blood. So we will be removing, I don't know if you can see it there. No, you won't be able because I need to go work inside there. But yeah, we will be removing basically a hose in there. And I will have access from the front with the screwdriver. Put it open. I didn't say anything. You wouldn't do such thing. Ah, yeah. I appreciate that one. Too easy, too easy. Too easy. Know your viewers and you will be able to appreciate everything they want to say at your face. Oh. Yikes. Blech. That's not blood, by the way. All right. So this is draining. Imagine I come back and it's not draining in that thing. I will be so mad. Right. So this is the lowest part of it, so it should drain properly. There, and after that, once this is done, we will be able to remove those lines probably. Oh yeah, it's hanging in there. I'm going to cut that. Have a great day, everybody. Dan on duty again. Let's go. Have a great day, Dad. Talk to you soon. Maybe next time we're talking to each other, the Datsun will be with an empty engine bay. And that will be great. There's still one, of course. There you go. All right, is it going through there? Oh, I'm making a mess. Held it. You didn't see anything. Not me, that's not me, that's her. Faulty Datsun is faulty. Pouring fluid on the ground, my favorite thing in the world. Oh my God, it's gonna be bad. And this, right, splitting them up. I'm afraid this one is gonna like drain some fluid in pour some fluid in my head on my white hair, and that will suck so much. Like, I don't want to be cleaning my head from transmission fluid on lunchtime. Let's say that's the challenge today. Even though I think you will find that super distracting, like super funny, I'm not willing to do it just for views. Sorry about that. Yeah, of course you will think it will be slightly funny. Will probably be one of the best clips in this channel, right? Well, yeah, I'm not buying viewers by just doing stupid things. Well, I say that and I basically shave my head on stream for charity, but that's another discussion for later. All right. Hey, we're going pretty well at the moment. Like, we're doing really, really well. Oh, time to sit. Point. Whee! Ugh, that was some coolant on my knee. Okay, so this is done, this is done, this is done. This is now done, this is done. Missing anything else? I don't think so. And I think we will be ready to disconnect the exhaust system and then removing that panel there to be able to disconnect the torque converter from the transmission and see if we have access to the engine mount, which are there. Yep, we have access to them. Oh my god, they are so bad, but we have access to them. That's the important part. Oh, that's a good thing. We are replacing this entire part over here because basically it's been welded to, like a big metal plate has been welded to it, so to mount the V8, and it's really, really bad. Like it's so not well done. Alright. Okay, so I think that's gonna be the plan. We will split the exhaust system and we will be opening and disconnecting the we will be disconnecting the torque converter and then splitting the transmission from there. Is there going to be anything holding that transmission back in place? No, I don't think so. Oh crap, we might have to. Hey, allô Rémi, comment ça va? Good morning, Rémi. Sorry I didn't saw your message. I was thinking out loud on how I'm going to do my thing here because it's super messy and everything is done improperly. Like, just like if I ask a junior artist to do something on a project, so yep. All right, I feel like transmission will have to come out first and we might be using the table for the first time, which is great. Because I feel like if I disconnect the top there and then come here and disconnect this, we will be removing the tail shaft. Man, it's so small. What the hell, the drive shaft is so little, it's so short. What the heck? Okay. Oh yeah, there was some rust repair a bit all over the place, which is not great for a car you're going to put 600 HP in it, but shh, let's not think about that. Everything's gonna be fine. Oui, that's all you get in French. Also bonjour. Hey, bonjour. How's it going, Rémi? Travailles-tu sur des projets le fun en ce moment? Peut-être pas parce que tu passes dire coucou ici, fait que peut-être tu avais besoin de changer d'air à matin. What is that line? Oh, it's the brake line. Okay, makes sense. What time is it now? Is it time for lunch soon? I think so, right? 11:31. Still have another 30 minutes at least. That's cool. Yes, for anything. So I wait. Oh, nice. Love it. That's what she said. What did I say? That deserved. That was she said. I can't think of it. Okay, so we will be going into that little place here. Let me bring you with me. We're going to disconnect. Oh, it's super short. That's what I said, right? That's what I said. I knew it. The shaft is short. That I knew it. That was for sure thinking about it. That's the only weird thing I said. Still better than what Hawk fan said yesterday night, but okay. Hello, Hawk. She was talking about her ice cream sandwich and she was saying it's so massive, like it's so big and all creamy, and like I was like, that's what she said. She was just waiting for it. All right, so do you see anything? Ah, man, coolant. This, come on, give me some space. I'm gonna get some oil on me, that's for sure. All right, so the exhaust system is disgusting on this one, like everything else. So just let me show you. So the flange there has always leak, it's missing bolts, it's like everything there is bad. So that's a good concept of what not to do. The flange has been done like custom. They just cut some metal sheet and did approximately the same shape, welded the tube in there, and it's super bad. So yep, we will be removing that two bolts holding that. Should have a third one there that's not there, and nothing on this side, because who cares if it's leaking, right? Classic. This swap was done by some redneck, I tell you that. You guys think, hi people, I'm gonna head out and need to take Civic for a walk. That's good. Hey, honestly, Reminta, thank you so much for being here like every day since last week. It's super cool. So big love, have fun with the Civic, and like send it. A proper pull on the highway or like at a light. Let's go. Have fun. Have a nice ride. Okay, let's disconnect that exhaust, because after that we are going towards the transmission, and we will be removing the transmission this afternoon, I think. That's the plan. Alright, of course I don't have a lot of space, and it's gonna be some 13, right? Just want to make sure. Yep, 13 is fitting. Yep. Alright, so I might do that, and go. Oh my god, I just, like the wheels of the chair went into the oil. Part of the game, I guess. Part of the game. Is that some 13? Yep. Camera is working overtime with the focus. Oh yeah, probably, yeah. It's probably quite hard for it to see anything in there. Is it real? Well, is it really bad, or is it okay? At least that bolt was not like welded in. If it wasn't PV who did the exhaust, that would have been welded altogether. Pretty sure in PV you will do a one-part exhaust system, right? All right, that's disconnected. That went quite straightforward. Love it. We weld all the exhaust. It's just a cobweb. It's in the front ground. Yeah. Oh, the front. The web there. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see that now. Not that one, yeah? No. Okay, it's done. But like, I'm done with the exhaust too. So, wasn't super useful. Okie dokie there. And we will be moving to this part right here. We need to remove that plastic cap there. That's covering the torque converter, so we will be removing that, and after that we should be able to access all the bolts we need to remove from the torque, just to split the connection, the mechanical connection between the engine and the transmission shaft. And after that's gonna be to split the casing of the transmission from the engine back casing. So yep, let's do this. This, I think it's gonna be some 10 millimeters in there. Oh, they are so far. There you go. And I'm gonna bring that, go under the cable, push that to the side. Alrighty. I'm trying not to be in a place where I'm gonna get some oil on me. It's getting so messy. Yep, that's some 10 millimeters. All right. Just this and this. Right, feels like there was just 3 bolts holding it, which is super cool for us because it's gonna be easier. Yep, there we go. It's out. So, for those who doesn't know how it's working, what's that? What's the braided hose just hanging there? Oh, that. Well, it's hanging now because it's not attached to anything like it was. This was the fuel hose. You will see that it's like it's not hanging all the way in there. Like, all right, I'm gonna show you. Oh man, I don't want to put that in there. Let me show you. That's the fuel hose going back to that big metal plate there. This. And basically, we will show it later on. That's something I built back in the days. And it's not super, but it's not bad. And it was doing the job perfectly since I converted the fuel system to... Grab that, all right. We are working here, cool. Yeah, I converted to an electric fuel pump instead of a mechanical fuel pump, which helped a lot, so. Yep. So here, what we will have to do is basically disconnect the bolts from the flex plate, this with all the teeth on it, from the torque converter that's here, the rusty part there. It just stuck out. Wait, what? It just stuck out like a sore thumb because of the color and the age of it. Yeah, exactly. That's the part that allowed me to, because that car was super hard to start at the beginning because like the mechanical fuel pump will evaporate everything in a few days. So you had to prime the entire fuel system by just like cranking the engine over and over again to make it start at all. And that conversion there, it's a $50 Holy, yeah, I think it's a Holy, little Holy electric fuel pump just to push the 4 or 5 psi of fuel you need on a carbureted engine. And basically, all I had to do now is turn the key to on, and you will hear that inline fuel pump start. And once the fuel system was all primed up, the sound will change. So you had 5 to 10 seconds to wait with the key at on position. And when the sound of the fuel pump was changing, pressing the fuel pedal, the throttle pedal for like 4 to 5 times, and you were ready to send it, like just crank, and it was turning on straight away. So it was really better than just like trying while cranking the engine. All right, so this is probably going to be 916, I guess. Yep, because this is too big. Cool, I'm gonna grab the key I need, because 13 is probably too small. Yep, 916 probably. Hitting my head, that's good. Now we are going in the proper American thing. I'm gonna bring the 5.8 because it could be 5.8 too. Yeah, and that's why, like, it's not super old. Haven't run a lot of miles on it, like not a lot of kilometers on that line. So we will probably be reusing that a little bit. I still need to look at the fuel system to make sure I really need a dash 8, because maybe if I need just a dash 6, I'm gonna use that instead. So we will see. Yep, I was right. It's 5.8 finally. No, 5.8 is a bit too big. Wait, what? .916 is not working there, and that was a close call to my freaking pants, but I think I already destroyed them. Just earlier. All right, so if this is not, will be in a 14 mil, 14 or 15 maybe. 15 is the same as 916 if I remember correctly. So that shouldn't be it. That should be something else. 15. No, 14, and it's not working, so 15. Seems like 15 is working. Okay. So maybe it's an in-between thing. I'm gonna try if I can. Oh, I think it's gonna be there, and with the power tool and maybe something to block it up, because you need to block your oh no, there's no on my chair. No, that chair will see some shit through this build. In 2 weeks, it's already too bad luck with it. Like Hawkfan will say, it's cursed, officially cursed. This and maybe something to block the engine, like a pry bar, and now we're ready. Ooh, do, do, do. There we go, and there. That kit was cursed. You know, just some pixels, not a curse. Shouldn't have any curse in some pixels. But I feel you, like I know what you mean. All right, so this is not strong enough to undo the bolt, so we will have to just block it like this. Oh man, you must be kidding me, right? Okay, we'll need to take care of where I'm putting that thing there. So this, we'll be putting that here, and we just push. Come on, just turn. I just need to make it turn, but I don't want to force on something I should forcing like this. All right. That's maybe time for that one. Oh yeah, that's maybe because I didn't put the transmission in neutral, right? Well, it was still working though, in this way. Alright, we're going to use that and maybe use the front pulley to do it. But I'm gonna try that one because I think I might have the reach for it. There. Yep. There you go. 2 out of, and maybe 2 or 3 left. I hit you. Oh no! Bad streamer hit his viewer. There you go. You're not hit anymore. It was for your own good. Wait, what? All right, I just need to turn that engine a little bit. Crank it on one side or the other, and I don't know if I have a big enough box. No, I don't. I will try with wrench key, but I'm not sure. Or maybe that one. Oh, that's not big enough for sure. Do I have something else? 1 1/8. Is that the one? Yep, this is it. All right, let me try that. Nope, that's not going to work. That's for sure not going to work. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe that one too. I will maybe be able to do something with that one. That's the fun part right now, trying to crank that engine. Because basically what I need to do is make everything turn. So if I'm cranking at the front of the engine, I should be able to make it rotate enough so I will have access to the other bolts. I think I'm in neutral in fact, but I'm not sure yet, so we will find out. Because if I'm trying to turn that over and it's not working, well, we will have the answers. All right, so this one won't do the job. Damn, come on guys. Are you willing to cooperate? That's 14's too big. So we'll need that 13. We will try with that water pump. No, that's not in neutral, I'm pretty sure. I just hit something right now. Right, gotta try to get into the car without getting it at the bottom of the hoist. Oh, I'm too small. No, where's this? Hurry. OSHA. I need to do that sound, right? That OSHA thing, I really need to do it. Maybe I will take some time tonight. I can promise though. So many things. That garage is getting so small all of a sudden. Just like if I was working in it. Right, now it should be neutral. 1, 2. That should be neutral now. So now even with just the front pulley, we should be good. I won't be able to turn it just like that, right? Nah. I'm strong, but not enough. I'm gonna snap that one. I'm probably on the compression part of it. Fuck, can you just turn? Damn it. Damn it. Okay, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. If I'm getting mad, it's gonna work better, right? Right. It's just like screaming against my my student. Always makes it better, right? Right, let's try that. Nope. Oh, we're getting something in here. Yep, it's starting to move. Oh, trying to not fuck up my shoes entirely. Am I better going this way or the other way around? I feel like this is not bad. That's gonna be slow, but that's gonna work. Am I able to maybe grab it by here? Oh yeah, baby. We are moving. Just use that bad exhaust system for that. All right. I see one. Let's see if we can get to the last one. Or it might be a 3-bolt system, but I'm not sure. Well, mate. Yep, I think it's only a 3-bolt. Like, you haven't seen any other, I hear plasma cutter are good. Yeah, they are. I don't own one though, so that's gonna be harder a little bit. There we go. We're gonna block that. We're gonna grab the tool and we're gonna sand it. Oh my God, please, just stay in place. There we go. Boom, all this for 1 bolt. All right, so are you split yet? That one was done. Yeah, I think it's a 3-bolt converter in it. We're going to just make sure we don't see anything else in there. Yep, the flex plate just spin faster than the. Yep, it moves, so it's free. All right, this is done. Might as well remove the starter motor just to make it easier. Oh, but everything's still connected in there. Fuck it, I would say. And this, what size are you? We're gonna find out, I think, after lunch, because now I'm getting super hungry, so. Yup. Oh my God, oh my God, it's so bad. All right, I'm gonna show you something after lunch about the exhaust, because like here it's not too bad. We don't see there, but like here is not too bad in there, but this part here is so freaking bad. Like, I can't believe someone machined this and says, yeah, that's fine, that's gonna do the proper work. Damn, feels bad. It sucks to suck. Cool. What time is it now? I got some oil on me. No. Again. Juicy. Pretty juicy. All right, so it's 11:55, just on time. So yep, guys, I think that's gonna be it for this morning, and I will be back in 2 hours. Like, I will just keep going. This afternoon, the goal will be to remove the transmission. So we still have the drive shaft to remove, the super short, super small drive shaft. And after that, maybe pour the oil out, like drain the oil out of the transmission, and then we will be disconnecting everything and dropping the transmission on the ground. So have a good lunch, everyone, and thank you NPV, and see you in 2 hours, guys. Thank you for being here, you're awesome. Stay safe, see you later on. Ciao, ciao.